When a baby cries, it often signals joy, but for some, it echoes years of waiting, loss, and unanswered prayers.
Had lost all hope. We tried for 8 years.
Just like helping someone to carry a baby, after that, when the person come back, you hand over the baby to the person.
In northern part of Nigeria, surrogacy is totally prohibited.
It's a very good one for people that are finding it very difficult to have children.
Is there a law that permits such arrangement to be entered into in the first place?
So bill on surrogacy is currently receiving legislative attention.
In Nigeria, surrogacy is emerging as an alternative path to parenthood, driven by various factors such as infertility, social pressure, and rising demand among both married and single parents. The World Health Organization estimates that 1 in 6 couples globally struggle with infertility, a reality many Nigerians face quietly.
If a patient presents with infertility and they go to the doctor and the doctor says they need a donor, it doesn't mean that we are harvesting the donor's eggs so that she wouldn't have any to use for herself.
Surrogacy advocate Nancy Ume, who has been vocal about the practice, says surrogacy became a last option.
We started trying and we discovered that something was wrong. Miscarriages started happening shortly after we got my period to come back. But yeah, it was the miscarriages that eventually led us into several rounds of IVF and eventually surrogacy when we discovered that it was my uterus that was not allowing the baby stay. At the time, I would do different procedures. I would get acupuncture. I would, change my style, my diet. I would do no fish this month, no meat this month, and just hoping that that would fix my uterus. But no, it didn't. Eventually, we knew that we had to use a surrogate.
Behind every surrogacy journey is not just science. For these surrogates whose identity has been concealed, it is a deeply personal choice.
My motivation for being a surrogate was that I feel like helping the couples that doesn't have a child because I know what they go through. So I just feel like helping them, bringing that joy into their home and letting them feel the joy of having a child in their home.
For many Nigerians, surrogacy remains unfamiliar and often misunderstood, but the reality tells a different story.
It's a medical condition and it has to be diagnosed by a professional to say, yes, you're qualified to use a surrogate. You can't just wake up and say, oh, I'm too posh to push, I don't want to have baby bump. It is not acceptable under the umbrella of the AFRH. For surrogates, the misconception is that you're snatching the baby of the surrogate and giving it to someone else. This is not a baby making factory. So we're using the eggs and the sperm of the patient, the intending parent, and fertilizing it in the lab, putting the developed embryos into the surrogate so she can incubate and carry the baby.
Religious opinions on surrogacy differ. What is acceptable to some is considered forbidding to others.
That's why the church is in tune with anything that will make more people to be happy. And if surrogacy is the way out, we should encourage such.
It's like renting a womb. So Islam, vehemently in Islam, it is haram. Islam does not encourage such and it doesn't support it. Islam is at home with adoption.
Experts say surrogacy is an emotional journey shaped by hope, sacrifice, and sometimes stigma.
Like Nigeria, surrogacy can attract whispers. Whispers like, how can she carry another person's child? Or she sold her womb.
If eventually the baby grow up, who is his rightful parent?
For somebody not to have a child for 10 years, for 20 years, for 25 years, you may not appreciate what they are passing through.
Some of the mothers fear they wouldn't connect with the baby since they didn't carry the pregnancy. Fathers, on the other side, may also struggle with emotional distance during the whole process.
Surrogacy comes with a significant financial cost, making it a path that is often out of reach for many.
Surrogacy, I would say, on the average would cost between 18 to 20 million. And of course, the surrogate would get a chunk of that money as to address the welfare.
Did you know Nigeria has no clear law guiding surrogacy, and that's raising ethical questions about the potential exploitation of women and girls from low-income communities? Now, the big question is, will Nigeria take a cue from countries like South Africa and finally open the door to regulated legal surrogacy?
Yes, the South African law may serve as a benchmark. But of course, in developing our legislature, we look at our culture and anything that surrounds it.
There is no specific regulations or law that says surrogacy contract is illegal. And at the same time, there is no enabling law that says that you can derive any remedy, any form of remedy whatsoever from that kind of arrangements.
Currently, we have a bill that has even gone through public hearing. And then very soon when we resume, the bill is going to be it has been laid in the House, then we'll go to the third reading where there will be a debate on the bill, in-house debate.
As more Nigerians turn to surrogacy, lawmakers say efforts are on the way to regulate the process. But until the bill becomes law, the concerns remain for intended parents and for the women who carry these pregnancies. Kenny Akinwunmi, Channels Television News.